All right, everybody, welcome to our 6-minute walk. I just had a huge lunch and I'm a little bit tired, but let's do it. We're in this beautiful area. We're in Beverly Hills. Beverly Hills, look at that, look at the houses, look. Dave just did a little pirouette. So today I'm gonna answer a question. Let's see, my screen went black. Oh, Dave lost his shoe. So today I'm answering a question from Susan Judge, and she wrote, "Good morning, very curious about your diet. Would you talk about introducing new foods? Do you know right away they do or don't work? Or is it more of a wait and see approach?" By the way, I'm getting that peace book you both talked about. I too am impatient. Thank you, Chloe. So, first of all, I'm really glad you're getting that book. Let us know if you like it. I have not read it. Dave has. He thinks it's amazing. So if you like it, maybe I'll read it. Maybe it'll take 2 people to convince me to read it. I'm gonna give like a little bit of a history with regard to my diet first, just so that anybody who is tuning in for the first time can kind of get a sense of what it's been. When all of this started, it was all about researching what the best diet could be. And ultimately, I don't necessarily have an answer for that, but I do know what's been really helpful for me. And what we did was, again, research, met with a bunch of different nutritionists, read book after book after book on nutrition, watched documentaries. Most nutritionists we met with had conflicting opinions, so it was very confusing. But I kind of devised my own nutritional protocol based on what they were discussing and based on what felt right with my body. So that is a plant-based lifestyle, which basically eliminated most fats. I mean, food has fat in general, but it eliminated fats like olive oil, avocados, nuts. So it was really very, very vegetable-based, fruit-based, and then grains and beans as well. That's the nutritional protocol that kind of made most sense to me at the time. And as I always say, I'm always tweaking my diet. I'm always trying to figure out if I can make it better. So the answer to your question is yes, I do feel a difference, sometimes immediately when I introduce a food in, and unfortunately sometimes it takes quite a bit to feel a difference. So for example, avocados. Years ago, I could not eat avocados. I would eat an avocado and my heart would like just beat out of my chest. This dog would like to say hello. Hello, hello. Years ago, I couldn't consume avocado, which led me to believe that I had a hard time digesting fats. It could have been another property of the avocado, I don't know, but I stayed away from fats for years. I also read a book by Caldwell Esselstyn, which was really helpful to me at the time, called Prevent and Reverse Heart Disease. You just have to cross the street. So it's a bit of a combination answer. Yes, there are some foods that I know immediately are not right for me, or they're not right for me at that time. And then there are some foods that are very vague and that take a bit of time for me to develop a response to. It's really, for me, like a trial and error thing. Overall, my body is pretty sensitive, and I do have a pretty good sense of when things are not right for me. So I wanted to add one more thing, which is that in this process of trying to figure out what's going on with me, there are 2 tests that I did. They are alternative tests. I think they're very valuable and could be very helpful. One is a Cyrex allergy test, and one is 23andMe DNA testing. And this can be very helpful if, for example, the source of your pulmonary hypertension has not yet been diagnosed. Even if it has, it can be extremely helpful, because essentially an allergy test, you know, and there's so many out there, but from my understanding, Cyrex is actually a really good one and will give you solid results. You won't have necessarily false positives or things that confuse you. So if you can manage that, that would be a great help, because, you know, I'm allergic to weird and random things like papaya and grapefruit. You know, and I mean, the list goes on. Like, I have allergies, and obviously if I'm continuing to fill my body with foods that are no good for me, even if they're healthy foods, then they're gonna cause me more harm than good. So genetic testing can be really helpful. I did 23andMe, and essentially it's a roadmap for you, and it's specific to you, and it can give you a sense of, you know, if your body's having a hard time processing certain things like folate, vitamin D, certain fats. And then you can kind of work with that, and then you can make your diet better according to the results that you get. You're about to hit a tree right here. And under the tree, and under the tree. In the end, for me, what it's been is kind of, you know, becoming your own doctor, because obviously you're working with your doctor, yes. But I'm always looking to dig deeper and figure out what's going on. Because again, in my case, we don't know the source of the pulmonary hypertension, and I'm on a constant hunt to figure out what I can do to help my body, and any sort of roadmap or any sort of clue or any sort of guidance is very helpful. So I hope that answers your question. All right, everyone, we're done with our 6-minute walk of the day. Anyway, it's been a beautiful walk, and again, we're nearing the end of our 30-day challenge. I can't believe it. Thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow.